And like what we heard before, the leader of Thailand's Move Forward party was bracing for his final shot at becoming prime minister today, as parliament that denied him last week convened for its second vote on the premiership.
And to find out more on Pita Limjaroenrat's bid for prime minister, we now have Pajajaran University International Relations scholar Teuku Rezasyah to shed some light on the matter. Pak Teuku, it's always great to have you back. Welcome back to the studio. Let's jump right in. Pita has been suspended as a member of parliament by the court. So how likely will he be disqualified from running for prime minister?
Well, from international perspective, this is a loss, isn't it? Someone who is highly educated and then nationally recognized and then linked with a national university, Thammasat, and then university in the US, Harvard, and then MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and grew up in New Zealand with international, a national figure with international outlook.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we need to respect this is how the political system in Thailand has been working since 1932. Well, this is the second step, isn't it? He was stopped from becoming the Prime Minister last week. And again today, the second one was today. I heard it from the Bangkok newspaper and then also the Chinese newspaper about 1 p.m. in Indonesia. It means, there is no more opportunity for him. And let the system works, and in this case, people in Thailand are relying on the credibility of the king of Thailand to maintain stability. And then the system will work normally. They have been in such situation, demonstrations in the past, and the changing regime again, and then the rise of the military elite, and then the coup. But the system remains, considering the high performance of the king to maintain stability and order in the country. So let them discuss among the current forward party. They won the election with 8 political party supporters, tried to gain half of 750 seats. And then earlier on, they had 150 seats plus 54 something, but still underneath the half of the 750. So they missed the first round competition. Now they need to reorganize how they could work. Maybe they need to broaden their coalition. In this case, we will witness something behind the scene. They try to influence the Senate and then also the upper house, the lower house. And then they try to win the heart and mind of the military, especially the current Prime Minister of Thailand, General Ocha. And then try to win half of 750. If necessary, they have 400 something.
Yes.
Then we'll have a new Prime Minister. This is high politics in Thailand happening.
Yes, it's probably for all of you who are not familiar with how this system works in Thailand, it's pretty much quite difficult to understand. But in this case, Pita will be disqualified, safe to say, from running for the second time to be prime minister. And also the coalition will likely be scrambled, changed as well, because they need to find the suitable way for them to win the next round. But upon the disqualification of Pita Limjaroenrat, you were saying how they should win the heart of military elites at the moment. Will it be a status quo for Thailand in terms of they're not ready for change? Because as we all know, Pita Limjaroenrat came from a young perspective and also from a business background, which lots of people say or things that this is something that direly needed for Thailand at the moment in the middle of inflation or so, recovery from COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, in this case, we need to examine the balance of power in the national parliament. They have the Senate. This Senate were appointed by the military. They have around 250 members. In British term, it is called the upper house. And in the lower house, they have 500 people to be elected. And the status at the moment, they have the minority parties, which have 188 members. and then the majority parties with 312 members, altogether 500. 500 in the lower house plus 250 in the upper house, it means 750.
150, yes.
And for the Pita Lim Jarunrat, in the first election, he had only 151, and he received only support from the minority parties, or this is confidential, we do not know, who supported him. From the minority parties or from the majority parties, he won only 50 votes. He won altogether 324 votes. He needed extra 52 votes.
True.
In this case, half of 750 votes plus one. So this is a stalemate at the moment.
Yeah.
They need to do, we can call it tug of war.
Yes.
Or coalition and competition at the same time. And at the same time, they need to lower their demand to amend the Constitution, Article 112. This is a sacred norms in Thailand. In this case, they who are challenging the monarch or saying bad things on the monarchs could be sentenced immediately to court.
Yeah.
It took them some years. And they have been practicing this. For us, for example, tourists, if we see so many posters, why there are so many posters of the king here and there, and then the queen and the princess, why?
Yeah.
And usually my Thai friends say, please calm. This is how it works here.
Yeah.
And then if you keep saying this, and then the police will come to you and ask you questions. So that's why if we go to Thailand, respect how it works and enjoy the nature, enjoy the hospitality, enjoy the music, and enjoy the scenery, and come back with smile.
Yeah. No.
But yes.
Oh, you mentioned the monarchy. So
Oh, yes.
you think the monarchy will soften up to Pita and after he pledged to reform the royalty defamation law?
Well, there are many ways here to gain attention from the monarch. In the past, when there is a long vacuum of powers, there is a change of, there are scenarios in Thailand. And usually, some general, they show loyalty to the king. They try to come to the king, to show loyalty. And oftenly, the king has his own information, saying that this guy is improper to me, I'm not permitting him to join in, come to see me. So, by another way, that person will show loyalty by bowing to the huge picture of the king in another part of the palace or in the state buildings, and to bow.
Yeah.
It shows loyalty. But at the end, the king, in the king Fadila Rongkon at this moment, sorry for my mispronunciation, usually will come to a final conclusion how to accept this, because usually the king has his royal values here, can gain information from different kind of sides of people. And then this is quite common in Thailand. And even though there is a vacuum of power, at the moment we will witness around 10 days here, but the system works. The system works. They follow the state constitution, and they know that the last resort, the king will appoint someone. And then the system works, and then the military works, and then the border patrols work. But Thailand is bordering with Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar.
Yes.
This is quite scary. And then let's wait and see how General the Prime Minister Ocha will decide. And there are so many scenarios about here. Among others, the Forward Movement Party will have to find another candidate from inside.
Yeah.
They need to discuss Forward Movement Party with the 8 parties, and then, or maybe they need to consult also, maybe they need to recruit also candidates from the former government. Let's say from the big family of Thaksin Shinawatra.
Yes.
But again, if someone from the Thaksin Shinawatra come forward, it will cause suspicion again from the military. And they were toppled twice by the military. So in this case, there is a tug of war to end this kind of confusion. Well, So far, the military is at the upper hand.
Let's say just from your observation, who will be the tough contender in the next running or in the next bid of Prime Minister for the second round? Is there anyone in your mind at the moment?
Well, there is one, yeah. Name is, he's close to Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha. And his name is, this is still confidential. He's quite senior, year 77. His name is General Pawit Wongsuwon.
Okay.
He had experience in dealing with this kind of crisis, and he had experience, and he had a good rapport with the current Prime Minister, and he may come as a what we call as a
Strong contender in
strong
this
contender
bid.
and a safe exit for everybody.
Okay, Pak Reza, probably this is the last question from us. Say that if PITA fails again, which is most likely for the next bid of Prime Minister, and then another candidate from military will come to rise. We all know that the people of Thailand, thousands had rallied in support of him and also disrupted business. How will the the order in Thailand will still be kept in that kind of conditions? Will it be will there be another demonstrations or another unrest in Thailand at the moment, if that happens?
I think learning from experience, these kind of things happen there. And then at the end, it is the king who will issue a statement, asking people to calm. Yeah. And if we refer to the media, there is no chance at the moment for Peter to come back here. Yeah. I think the best way for him is to stay behind. He has a reputation. He has a good name in the eyes of the productive people. In this case, if we see the pyramid of the Thai, around people from the age of 14 till 64, they will occupy around 70% of the total population. Yes. They have a good trust for him. So I think PITA in the moment has to do something called strategic retreat, let the new Prime Minister in, and then do another challenge in the parliament, because he has two experiences in dealing with the parliament.
This is very interesting to watch, and also quite, I might say, quite fragile for the Thai political situation at the moment.
Correct.
Because it feels like the people versus the political elite in such moment. But as much as we want to talk more about this, but our time is limited. But thank you so much for your knowledge and also to share with us about the topic that has been quite a stir in the global stage, because we've been paying close attention to this, as this would also affect the geopolitical situation.
Yes,
but Reza, thank you so much. We hope you a good health, and also we'll see you back here in the studio.
Thank you.